those displaced by the deadly Marshalltown fire in the Johannesburg CBD will be relocated today. The city has at long last secured a suitable parcel of land. It's worth noting that the building in question is owned by the city of Joburg, eNCA. Senior reporter Silindelo Masikane joins me now. Sli, I hope that your signal is a bit better now. Of course, you mentioned earlier that that piece of land in the south of Johannesburg, if I'm not mistaken, has now been secured for the victims of that fire in Marshalltown. And just give us a recap, basically, of what you told us earlier.
I hope you can hear me now, Baron, but we are in the south of Johannesburg on Swartkopies Road, where the communities in and around the plot that was identified, where the Marshalltown fire victims were going to be relocated, have in essence barricaded the road since from around 6 a.m. this morning. And this follows a community meeting yesterday, where we understand the Johannesburg MMC for Human Settlements met with the community, who is aggrieved that those victims are going to be moved here without their consultation. In fact, in front of me right now, I'm just going to switch my camera. I am joined by one of the local councilors here. So if you could just turn around here for me, please introduce yourself and perhaps talk to me about the situation where we understand the relocation process has been halted.
Good morning. I'm the ward councillor here. My name is Matsubani Siku. So what happened is that we were informed that the city of Johannesburg will be relocating the victims of the fire here in the open space. So as you can see, the community is not happy about that. They are concerned about the value of their properties because they have invested in their properties. Safety is also another issue. The main thing is that every time you have this kind of accommodation and then things just spiral out of order, you start with maybe 100 and then you end up with 10,000 people in an area. So those are the concerns from the community. So what's happening at the moment is that I spoke to one of the officials at the Department of Human Settlement that they must come here and address the community so that it's clear to the community. And one thing I also want to express is that the protest is peaceful. As you can see, there are no burning tires, there are no throwing of rocks or anything of that kind. The people just want to be listened to and be addressed and be clear of what's happening or what's going to happen. Thank you very much.
All right. Was the community consulted about this move?
No, that's why you also have this misunderstanding, because there was never any consultation with the community and explained to the community that we are relocating people here so that the community can also ask questions to City of Johannesburg and get clarity on what is the plan. When you say temporary, it's one of those questions that I received. How long is temporary, How many people are you moving here? Are they families? Are they documented South Africans? There's just a lot of questions that I have received from the community. But because I was also not consulted, I cannot answer on behalf of City of Johannesburg. That's one of the issues that we are having at the moment.
Do you know if any official is coming?
I haven't received confirmation yet, but I spoke to one of the officials this morning.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.
All right. That is one of the ward councillors here in the south of Johannesburg. I'm just going to move a little bit closer to just try and give you a visual of the community members who are literally sitting on Swartkopies Road. They've barricaded the road, literally using themselves. Many of them, like I said, have been here since about 6 a.m. this morning. We will try and speak to some of those who are actually sitting here on the road. Sanbonani Mama, Nenjani. Can you just tell me and our viewers, why is it that you came out to sit on Swartkopies Road this morning?
We came to sit here because we were told there's a building, the building that got burnt in Marshalltown. And so those people are in a safe that is apparently not safe. And so they identified our area as a safe space. And so they said they are going to be bringing them here. And so our councillor told us that there's a court order that was out, and that court order is expiring today. And so they have an agency of ensuring that those people are moved to our area. And so we said, no, we can't, because those people are going to be brought with no electricity, no water, no food, nothing. Where are they going to get those things? They are going to get that electricity from us. They are going to get water from us. They probably don't have food. And then what's going to happen is crime that's going to take place, because they'll be requiring money and food from us. And so we can't tolerate that, which is why we are here today.
Yeah. Were you consulted about this move?
We only heard about this yesterday evening.
Yeah.
We got the WhatsApp messages at about 5 to say there's an urgent meeting. We need to meet at the Relocation Park.
Yeah.
That's where then we were told about this. And the feeling was that there's nothing can be done. But we said, as the community, no, we do have a choice. We are going to do something. We are not going to go to work. We'll be sitting here and ensuring that there's no settlement that's going to take place there.
So there's a notice, there's a statement from the Human Settlements Department. Apparently the move has been paused, it's been halted, it's not going to happen.
The letter that you're talking about is not even signed. How do you know that that letter is actually from the settlement?
Yeah.
You know, because it's not signed. Anybody can write it, you know. And so we want them to come here and talk to us and address us.
Yeah.
We can't depend on that letter that's not even signed. Nobody's accountable for that.
Ma'am?
And to add on that, this morning on the news, in the TV, it was the headlines that those people are going to be relocated today. And they don't say where and when today.
Yeah.
So that letter, it means it's not legit.
Yeah.
So we want to know. We're not moving until we get clarity. If they say it has been cancelled, we need somebody to come and address us.
Yeah.
And tell us that, okay, it's cancelled, we won't take these people to this place here, because we've got, this is a high crime rate area. So you can imagine if they're going to have squatter camps, we won't have access here. And the properties here are damn expensive. We're paying too much money. We can't afford, and crime is for the people from Tokoza, from what is the other Jackson. At night, there's no lights, as you can see. So what's going to happen to us?
Yeah.
So really, we want to know.
Okay.
Somebody must come and tell us and give us a signed letter to say they are no longer coming. Why south of Joburg? Why? Never.
All right. Ma'am?
And as much as they're saying that it's cancelled, as a South African, we want to know, where are they going to go? These guys were put out of a place. They've had water and all of those fancy things. Does the South African people know that this is what's happening? These guys need a place to stay. And are they consulting the South Africans, the taxpayers? We have every right to know what's going on in our country. As it is, the government is doing whatever they want to do, and we just have to be fine with it. We are no longer fine with it. It's the elections next year. We want this resolved. So when the person comes, yes, we want it in writing, but at the same time, we want to know. No pausing of anything. What is your plan going forward? Because it affects every South African. It's not going to move here. Where is it moving to? South Africans, brace yourselves, be prepared, because this is what the city of Joburg is currently doing.
Thank you so much. All right. Those are just some of the views from some of the residents here who have barricaded the road. We, of course, know that there is a letter that's doing the rounds from the Human Settlements Department that states that the move isn't going to take place. I have requested an interview with the Human Settlements MMC, who is said to have written this letter and distributed it. I'm just moving towards the plot where this relocation is supposed to take place. I've requested the interview, and I am hoping to hear back from the department in terms of clarifying clarifying some of the issues that have been raised around consultation, around, you know, how many people are supposed to be moved here. Do we know if they are, you know, legally documented, you know, and what exactly are the timelines in terms of this temporary accommodation? We also know that there is a video that's been doing around the rounds of MMC Kenny Kunene, who is also trying to alert the community that this move isn't taking place. Let's take a listen.
My name is Kenny Kunene. I'm the member of the mayoral committee in the city of Johannesburg. We engaged with legal on the move of the people from a building where they are going to be evicted, an unsafe building. I have discussed with the mayor, Mayor Kabelo Kwamanda, and we have agreed that we will then cancel the move since the community is not happy. And thank you, Jack, for alerting us. I do know that there was a meeting last night. The MMC of Human Settlement was there. And so there is no need for the community to gather there. We are not moving anyone to that particular area. We are not moving anyone to that particular area so the community can disperse and continue with their lives. Thank you very much. And I'm saying this with authority. No one will be moved there today or any other day. We are finding an alternative piece of land for this eviction.
All right, so that was eNCA senior reporter Silindelo Masikane just giving us an update there on those victims, the 5 victims being relocated. We will give you another update a little later on with all the developments happening there. Of course, residents angry that those victims being relocated into their area. But of course, we know that is not happening now from that statement that was given, but we will give you more information as we get more out of this.